Hello and welcome back to the tribe. Ilya released the new public and preview versions of CSP with some interesting updates and fixes. Version 1.78 has gone to public and version 1.79 preview 1 can now be downloaded through his Patreon page by becoming a Patreon of Ilya. Let's take a look what the changes are. According to Ilya, this version includes major updates to VR performance of the game. Sadly, I cannot reflect these changes to you directly since I do not own a VR set. So due to the update, VR performance of the game should be better through single pass stereo scene creation, which should reduce CPU load. Variable rate shading is supported. Currently only a Nvidia feature, should improve visual quality and or performance depending on what settings you have. Oculus got ASW 2.0 support, and now controllers can be used to interact with HUD, touchscreens, cockpit buttons, of course if cars have the proper scripts enabled, and even to adjust in-car rear mirror. A lot of new server options are also included in this update, introducing ghosting of cars, a feature known from the GT7. Cars experiencing bad internet connection are ghosted. Therefore, unintended crashes are avoided. Servers can force extended car and track physics, disable live settings changes, automatically reset cars stuck in walls or falling through ground, and set custom racing line parameters, and more. Moving on to the weather effects changes. Weather effects implementation scripts now can create new original effects using their own shaders like auroras, lightnings, dust storms, tornadoes, etc. Default weather effects script is already updated with auroras, rain haze and fog hiding upper parts of skyscrapers in foggy conditions. That means we could maybe see different weather effects with Sol as well. Also, rain effects now has proper rain audio and wiper sounds are now working by default. Next up, new CSP built-in Lua Apps. We now have a mirror configurator, controls tweaker for adjusting FFP and other settings, and a new app called Setup Exchange for sharing and loading setups while editing car setup. You can find these on the right hand side app drawer here under Patch Apps. Assetto Corsa gets a bunch of new shaders through this update as well, and also proper PBR shaders for tracks. But according to Ilya, they would still need more work until they'd be usable for creating whole tracks. Water shader got updated as well, now with optional depth-aware transparency, of course for fitting tracks and caustics. As for fixes, there are a bucket load of fixes in this new build. The ones which stood out personally for me are: wind effect on trees is now back. The beautiful God rays are also now fixed and back. Android Auto no longer takes screenshots when both gas and brake pedals are pressed. Since I use heel and toe technique, this was an issue for me. And walking out feature no longer intersects with AI flood, and therefore you won't see cars standing still within traffic modes when walking out mode is enabled. For a complete list of changes, refer to Ilya's Patreon page, and if you like his work, make sure you support him. Well, that's it from this video. If you like SimTribe, then why not grow it? Leave a like and a comment too. See you in another video. Take care.